welcome to the Travel Nurse YouTube channel. My name remains A. Momin. If this is the first time you're watching us, kindly subscribe to the channel. Those of you who have been with us since day one, I want to thank you very much for your support. Kindly like, share the videos for others to also benefit. Okay, today we are going to talk about something we promised. As I indicated earlier in my maiden video, this channel is dedicated to all internationally trained nurses who want to work abroad in various countries, specifically the United Kingdom, the Republic of Ireland, Canada, US of A, New Zealand, Australia, and a whole lot. So today we are going to talk about the nurses recruitment to the Republic of Ireland. Yeah, it is. You all know the Republic of Ireland is one of the European countries who have critical skill employment shortage, with nursing as one of the jobs topping the list. So we have the Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland is in UK, and we have the Republic of Ireland. So we are going to talk about the nurses recruitment process to the Republic of Ireland. Okay, so there are things that people do ask me about. So we're going to talk about the whole process, what it takes for one to become a registered nurse in the Republic of Ireland. We'll look at the requirements, we'll look at the registration, we'll look at job seeking, we'll look at the salaries to expect, and finally we'll look at some tips to help you get through the process very quickly. So do not go anywhere, stick to the channel. I will be right back. Yeah, welcome back. Yeah, so there are a lot of professionals that are being needed abroad. Yeah, of course, on the shortage list. And with Ireland, today we are going to talk about Ireland. Okay, so with Ireland, if you are a midwife, if you are a nurse, general nurse, if you are a psychiatric nurse, you are a nurse tutor, you are a nurse prescriber, you are a public health nurse, this video is for you. I'm going to talk about the recruitment because all these disciplines of nursing that I've listed are in high demand in the Republic of Ireland. So let's begin. The first step in you getting registered as a registered nurse in the Republic of Ireland is for you to be a qualified nurse in your home country. This is a general rule. So after going through the required education and graduating from school, you have to practice for at least a year or two before you qualify or you become eligible to apply for job offers abroad, and Ireland is no exception. So you first have to be a qualified registered nurse in your home country. So you have to be a qualified midwife, qualified nurse prescriber, you have to be a qualified public health nurse who has been in constant or active practice in the past 12 months. So you don't have to be dormant, you have to be practicing at least in the last 12 months, because you need to prove that before you could be admitted. So basically that is the first step. So if you are a qualified midwife, a qualified nurse, all the things I've listed, and you are working in your home country, be it Ghana, Nigeria, Zimbabwe, and any other country, and want to then you qualify for the Republic of Ireland process. Okay, so number two is to for you to register with the NMBI, that is the National Midwifery Board of Ireland. Yeah, so this registration is quite different from that of the United Kingdom. If you check my previous video, I spoke extensively about that. And with this registration, it comes in twofold or two parts. You have their qualification recognition, and which is basically assessment, looking at the document that you have, your academic qualification as to whether it matches or is up to standard with that of the Republic of Ireland. Then after going through the assessment phase, you will now do you'll be given the go ahead to go and register. So with the qualification stage, there are three decisions that they can arrive at. Either you have a provisional qualification, or further documents are needed, or you are declined or refused. And with the last one, you can appeal for it. Same with the second one as well. And with the registration, they have three different registration or groupings: G1, G2, G3, and G3 is for those who are, practicing outside the EU, or those who are trained outside the EU, or the overseas nurses. So this is the line of registration that you will go through, and with that also comes a decision. So after the registration, you get a decision letter. Okay, the decision letter, you either get the confirmation that you qualified or you are eligible to practice in Northern Ireland, or they need a compensation measure. Okay, so with the compensation measure, this comes in two folds. So compensation measure is basically they've gone through your documentation, and maybe your school hours or work hours is not up to the required number in Northern Ireland, or there are a few skills that need to be assessed before you could finally be registered. Or the third decision being you are refused. So when you get your decision letter and it's happened that you are eligible to register, you just go ahead, seek for an employer, then get an offer, then get your visa flying. But if you are on the compensation measure, which you either have to sit for an aptitude test or go through an adaptation process. Okay, so if you are a registered nurse, then you have two options: either to opt for the adaptation, which is basically like doing a placement, and it's between 6 weeks to 12 weeks, where you go under supervision in a Irish hospital. Or the second one is the aptitude test, which is something similar to the UK process, where you have to sit for a computer-based test, MCQs, then you have to do the practical exam, which is more like an OSCE, and that one is very quick. You do that, and the next day you pass, you get your PIN, and that car is very expensive at around 2,500 euros. So most employers will usually opt for the adaptation. Okay, so this is the registration, but my next video is going to be we're going to talk extensively on how to go through the registration bit by bit. This is just a wrap-up of the things that you need, or the steps that you go through to become a registered midwife or a nurse in the Republic of Ireland. So first, after you being a qualified nurse in your home country, then 2, you begin the NMBI registration. Okay, then 3, you get your decision letter from the NMBI. So if you get your decision letter and it tells you you are either eligible or need a compensation measure, now you can apply for jobs. Okay, there are a lot of recruitment agencies recruiting people from all over the world, including Africa to the Republic of Ireland. I will share some of them in the description box below, together with the NMBI website for the registration guidance, so you can read more on that. So after you get an employer, you present your certificates, you get to be booked for an interview. If you get the job interview and you pass, then you will be given an offer letter. There you can bargain with your employer as to what the option you want to do with the compensation measure. Either you are going with the adaptation or you are going with the aptitude test. I must be frank with you, if you are a midwife, or a psychiatric nurse, or a public health nurse, you are a nurse prescriber, nurse tutor, all these disciplines do not have aptitude test. You are going to go through adaptation. And if within your first 6 weeks you pass the adaptation, they are satisfied, that is it. You get your pin. You don't need to do 12 weeks. But if there are places where you shortfall, that is where you continue up to a maximum of 6 weeks. And this, as I said, can be only done in Ireland. So your employer will have to facilitate the necessary documentation for you to get your visa. So you fly in and get a placement, in an Irish facility where you go through the adaptation. But if you are a registered nurse, you either opt for the aptitude test, which is computer-based and practicals, just like the OSCE in UK, or you also opt for the adaptation. So basically that is it. After you've gotten the job, now it's time for the visa. But before then, you might be wondering what is the salary range, because there are a lot of misconceptions going around. People usually don't know about the Republic of Ireland that much. As I said, it's an European country with Dublin as the capital. So when you have their visa, it means you can travel around Europe. It's a Schengen visa, of course, so you can travel around the countries within the Schengen region. And the salary to expect is between from 28,000 euros per annum upwards. So depending on your experience. One good thing about the Republic of Ireland is that the experience that you are coming with from your home country is being considered. Okay, so if you are a senior nurse in your home country, nursing officer, you are a PNO, the experience counts. They consider it, unlike the UK where everyone starts at band 5. Northern Ireland isn't that way. Okay, so now based on your experience, you'll either be put in band 5, band 6, or level 6, level 7, level 8. People get recruited for the first time and they are starting at level 10. Okay, so you can come as a midwife and straight away you start earning 30,000 per annum, 30,000 euros, 35,000, 32, like that. Psychiatric nurse, you can earn around the same region, 30, 35, 40, 45, some even paying as high as 50,000 euros per annum. Yeah, you heard me right, 50,000 euros per annum. So basically that is the salary range from 28,000 upwards, depending on your experience. Okay, and the Republic of Ireland shares a border with Northern Ireland, which is in the United Kingdom. So it's very easy for you to travel to the UK and other parts of Europe. Okay, so now the visa acquisition. After you've had your job offer, and as I said, your agency has to provide you with the necessary documentation. You present to the embassy, and it takes some few weeks for a decision to be made, and you are going to get their critical skill employment visa, which usually you don't get less than 2 years, or you get 2 years and above. And of course, with this visa, it's a dependent visa, so you can bring your family and other dependents. So basically that is, these are the easy steps for you to become a registered midwife in the Republic of Ireland. So qualified midwife or nurse in your home country, you do the NMBI registration, you get a decision letter, get an offer letter or employment or job offer, then you apply for the visa. Please and please again, if you don't have the requisite documentation or the proper requirements, please do not waste your time applying. Make sure you've practiced more than a year. Make sure you've passed your IELTS exam. It is required in the Republic of Ireland. They require a band score of overall band score of 7 with 6.5 in either of the parameters. So whether you have 6.5 in reading or in listening or in speaking, it is accepted. Okay, the overall band score should be 7.0 and 6.5 in a single parameter. So basically that is it. You don't need CBT with Northern Ireland, and that is it. So watch out for my next video. I'm going to talk in length on the NMBI registration, just as we did for the UK, taking you step by step, the cost involved, the duration, and the necessary documents that are needed, and all that. So thank you very much for watching, and if you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe and share the videos and with other colleagues, so they will also benefit. If you have any inquiry or any question, you can make use of the comment box. Leave your questions and I will gladly attend to them. See ya. Bye.